Right, I'm back. I'm back from Brands Hatch, and yeah, no, it was an emotional weekend. A lot of frustration, a lot of emotions were shown, but Team Misty and I handled it very well. And yeah, no, how about I tell you about my weekend at Brands Hatch? Let's get into it. So, day one, the Friday, the test day. So the test day at Brands Hatch I was very quick in my car. I was setting 57.8s, 57.6s on old tyres, so very, very quick. But it didn't stay like that. Unfortunately, I did lose control of the car going down Paddock Hill Bend and sent it into a wall straight across the gravel, which very badly damaged my car. Which, yes, me and the team were very confused about how much damage it actually did and how it did that much damage, but no. So yeah, that was the start of the learning curve for the weekend. Thankfully, BC Cars Motorsport did have a spare car that they let me borrow for the weekend, so I'm very thankful for that. Thank you, BC Cars. And thank you, Abby Eaton, also, for going around the paddock trying to find me a spare car and making me get used to it, helping me get used to that car before the Saturday race day. Right, so the Saturday, we had quali in the morning and we had one race in the afternoon-ish. But no, quali, I was still getting used to the car. Thankfully, Team Misty changed my wheel so the wheel was closer to me, and they also put some padding behind my back, so then I was closer to the wheel, so I could actually handle it properly. Yeah, no, it was quali. I believe I came 23rd out of 27, but like I said, it's a new car. I was still getting used to it, and it wasn't as quick as mine. But that's what damage limitation does to you. So, but no, I'm just very thankful of what Misty had done to the car to make it as quick as it was. Right, so we go on to the first race. Yeah, this was an interesting one, really. We started P23 from quali, and yeah, no, the start was quite dreadful, actually. My car didn't have an LSD in it, and an LSD is something to do with the differential system, which means that only one tyre of the car is spinning, like wheel spinning. So on the start of the first race, my rear left started spinning, and I couldn't control it because it just kept on turning. I was like, okay, why? Yeah, what I did for that is, well, it sent me to the back of the race one start. It was fine, because I knew that I could make some up. So by the end of the race, after a lot of overtakes, I finished in P16, which was, I mean, very good for that car, because I wasn't used to it fully yet. And yeah, no, I felt like it was rapid in that race, to be honest. Even not having an LSD, it was pretty quick, and I enjoyed it. But yeah, no, it was a good first race. Right, race 2, which was on the Sunday. Race 2 on the Sunday. Yeah, no, this one was an experience, to be honest. A big thank you to Porky, for putting a new LSD in it, well, a new diff in it. It meant that I didn't wheel spin on the start. And yeah, no, I thank you very much for that, Paul. Thank you. But yeah, no, the second race, which was on the Sunday, it was interesting, really. There was a lot of bumping going on between everyone on track. Me and a couple other guys had a few clashes, but in the end, I didn't finish the second race because of a popped tyre. After the second lap, my tyre popped from making contact with another driver, and I started to feel my car not turning so easily. So for example, going up Druids, I'd have to turn the wheel ever so slightly more every lap. So usually I'd turn it to about there. The next lap, I'd turn it to about there. And then I'd turn it even more. And it just got impossible to drive. By about 5 minutes to the end of the race, it just sent me off track down at Graham Hill. I pressed the brake pedal enough that it wouldn't lock up. I tried to turn and the wheel just went. So yeah, that was my race over for race 2. And yeah, that got emotional because I'd never thought that I'd have to DNF this season. Thank you very much to Paul Giz for supporting me and calming me down in the pits, and all the words that you said is very helpful. Thank you. Race 3. Right, so race 3, obviously we start from the back because of the DNF that I had from race 2. So I started from the back, so did Thomas Walker, who I am fighting against in the championship for rookies. So thankfully he didn't gain any points in race 2 either because of a popped tyre. So me and Thomas Walker started from the back. And yeah, no, race 3, it started tipping it down rain. So yeah, we had a wet race for race 3. And as soon as we got down Paddock Hill Bend, red flag. Due to 3 drivers going off track. They all got out of the cars okay, so they're not injured or anything. And yeah, no, so we had to wait in the rain on the grid, which was fine because it meant that I could just calm myself down and get ready for the next start. The next start of that race was all right, but I did get blocked on the inside going down Paddock Hill, so it means that I couldn't dive around the outside to overtake some people, so I had to wait behind them. But then here we are again. 1 lap, 2 laps, 3 laps. It just my steering column just it's like it broke because I couldn't turn at all. So yeah, in the race 3, I did have to come into the pits again due to the steering, because I didn't want to crash the car at all as it was still the spare car. I then went back out of the pits, almost spun it into the pit wall, but no, I was fine. I caught it coming out of the pits, so it's all right. But yeah, then I tried about 1 or 2 more laps. Steering column still didn't work, so I came straight into the pits and told the team this.
Keep me into the last lap. I cannot race like this. Okay. Just keep me into the last lap.
I thought this was a very clever decision to make, as I didn't want to ruin my race or anyone else's race by me not being able to turn. So I just waited till the last lap, which then made me still get my points for that race, even though I was last. I think I finished 23rd in that race again. But it means that I still got my points for the race. So I was all right about that one. So yeah, that was my weekend at Brands. Like I said, a frustrating one, an emotional one. But like we all say, we all need a learning curve round, don't we? And no, it was definitely a learning curve. I think a good one too. So yeah, that was my weekend at Brands Hatch. Big thank you to Misty for getting my car sorted, the spare one, so I could race it. Thank you to Paul, Giz, for calming me, supporting me, and helping around the team. Thank you to Paul, Porky, for putting the new diff in. Even though you popped the tyre on my bike, I forgive you for that. Yeah, no, thank you to Misty. And thank you to everyone who came and supported me. Harley from DSDF Race Team, Paul from DSDF Race Team, Phil from DSDF Race Team, and Taylor Motorsport, who I actually had an interview with. We did a wrong answers only. That was quite interesting. But no, thank you very much for everyone who came and supported me. Thank you to my parents for being there. Thank you to my granddad for being there and for supporting me the whole way. So, all I got to say now is we know that was a learning curve, but let's get on to Snetterton.